Hello and welcome to the SFR GT Challenge, the Race Wars season. We are here at Zolder for round one. It is your host, John Marnie, coming to you from Down Under. Very pleased to be here again with SFR to bring you this round one. We are just under 10 minutes left in the qualifying session. We've got Patrick Jabot on screen at the moment, so he's leading the way in car 987 in the brand new Ferrari. This is actually the first time I've seen this car on track. And he's going to jump into the pits. We'll move our way through some of these cars that are on track at the moment. Another Ferrari car, 960. Of Zolder, so he's on an outlap at the moment. There's a bit of traffic, there's a bit more of traffic ahead of him here. So he can get his lap in here. So this is the Pro-Am drivers. The Am drivers have set their the qualifying is split into the first 10 minutes. For those drivers that have set their times already. So you've got Debo, Tillery, Blue, Raymer, Wicks, Calico, Reguero, Almeida, and Hart. Second time, so 1:29.9. It's a pretty good time here. 7.5 minutes left. Sorry, Saldana's the first guy, 30.5. Medrano fastest lap, 29.7. The times are dropping now. Pena, 28.9. That's it's 8/10 over the rest of the field. Rivera was unable to finish his lap. Jump on with Rocco here. So it's a Ferrari. Let me look at some of these liveries as this race goes on. So 1 hour race after this. Goes through the chicane. Oh, he's only barely made it through. You can hear him sliding around a fair bit here. Managed to 31.7 his first lap. Just see how he's going on this one. He is up. Oh, he's run very wide at the hairpin. Looking forward to finishing this lap, I think. Oh, he's struggling to make apexes here. He does say that he's a second up in his previous time. He will improve. 1 minute 30.7. So Penya's still on top. Trangizi is second, 0.3 off. So Ferrari leading the way from an Audi and the Lamborghini. Medrano looks like he could improve on this lap. He's 0.6 up so far. Oh, he's just run deep and he's lost all that time. Trangizi's up here. He's running purple sectors. 3.5 minutes left. Needs 3.5 tenths. He's going to improve on his time. Is it enough? We'll find out in a moment. It looks like he... And he does go to the top. 28.795. Brilliantly done by Trangizi. Can he hold on to this here? There's a few other cars that are looking to improve. Baldera is one of them. Just bring up on screen who's looking to improve. Medrano's looking to improve. 0.4. Trangizi is going again. Peñar's 0.4 down. So Medrano will improve here. He'll straighten the line up to the finish. And he does improve. So he's 7.5 tenths behind Trangizi here. We've got enough time to get another lap in. Let's have a look who else. Gelson Cruz is looking to improve. He's half a second up. He's improving quite well here. 9 tenths. It's going to be a good lap from him. See how he goes finishing off this particular lap. Trangizi's pitted. He's done for quali. 1.1 seconds to Gelson Cruz. Can he finish this off? Is there another couple of tenths in it? He's actually lost a little bit of time through the chicane. He's continuing to. He's going to cross the line in third. Great improvement. That's 0.4 off pole. He's got time for another lap. So Peña is looking, he's on a hot lap here. It's 0.2 in it. Does say he's going to improve. It's showing purple for me. 2 tenths, 3 tenths in it. He's just lost a bit of time. He hasn't got a good exit. He's not going to get it. He's got time for another lap though. Just ran a bit deep. He's only just improved. He was on it that last chicane. Just ran a bit deep. Gelson Cruz, I think, is not going to improve on his time. Peña is very even on this lap. Is he same as he was in he's matching the previous lap, so he's up by 1/10 at this stage. He's on form here. We've got the checkered flag. There's only a couple of cars on track at the moment. Can Pena do it? He's matching his previous time at this point. He's just lost a little bit of time in the exit. You know that he's got a couple tenths in hand at the final chicane. Needs to find 3.5 tenths. Can he find it? The final chicane. We know that he ran deep in the previous lap. He's got a slight improvement. I think he might not be enough. And he matches his previous time. And that is it for the qualifying session, with Tranghese taking pole from Pena, 10th.5 in it, Cruz in third, Baldera, Ballard, Medrano, Rivera, DeBow, Saldana, Rocco, Anthony Davis, Tillery, My Boy Blue, Raymer, Wicks, McDonald, Calico, Fraguero, Almeida, and Hart rounding out the field. We will be back shortly with the grid and a quick look at the circuit. I will be back shortly.
Seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds.
Welcome back. We're just lining up double file for this race to start. Trangizi starting from pole. So just round the final corner. Will be plenty of action in the first few corners, and then as we head into the first chicane, there always is dramas. And we are away. Trangizi gets the jump, and Gelson Cruz is up the inside of Pena at turn 1. There's a little bit of contact, and there's been contact further back, and that's a car that's gone round. Not too sure who that was. It was Saldana. We'll see if we can get a quick look at the replay. It's just after that's happened, so apologies for that. But there was contact further at the top of the field as well. So this is on the way. Trangizi's got a good jump. They've got... Oh, and there's contact at the hip, at the chicane. I thought this was going to happen. That was Medrano who's been turned around, and that is... Oh, there's more actually going on. I think that's Rocco's coming off there at the second chicane. Going to have to get a good replay of this first lap. This is really shaking up the order. So it was Pena. So he started second on the grid. He's gone around at that first chicane. Ballard, Medrano, Hart, Almeida. There might have been some damage there from Medrano. This contact is continuing. Matt McDonald is heading into the pits. Just while that has settled down there, plenty of action on that first lap. Let's see if we can't. So this is this first section of the race. So this is what's happened to Pena. Oh, there's that contact, and he's going out the other side of it there. So that was unfortunate. Pena's had some more contact through that lap. I think it might have been with Ballard. Just head up back to the front of the field. So Trangizi's got a handy gap of 2.5 seconds over Cruz. We've got Baldara in third from Rivera. So Rivera's set the fastest lap of the race so far. Got Debo in sixth, and he's leading the silver class. He's got Rocco just behind him. I thought it was Rocco who might have had a moment on that first lap. Got Wicks just behind him. So Wicks has had the most gains out of this race so far. He's up 8 positions. Fraguero is up 7 positions. Pena, the biggest loser, 16 positions. Ballard, who's in 20th at the moment, he's down 15 positions. So unfortunate start for some of these drivers. Starting to be some good battles here. So we've got Raymer and Figueroa here. Well, Debo's just lost a position, lost 2 positions there. We've got my boy Blue just behind him. He's going to try and go the outside at the final chicane. That doesn't work. Tucks in behind. Looks like Wicks is looking to make a position on Rocky there. Saldana, that's big damage on the front of that one. What's happened to him here? Oh, that's at the final corners. Not sure if he's trying to go to pit lane. That's a lot of damage. Oh, as Wicks runs wide. Davis, sorry, it was Debo who's run wide. So this is a battle for the top of silver class. At the front, we've got Rivera. He's caught up to the back of Baldara, so that's for 3rd place. But it's hard to move away from this action here at the moment. So Wicks will be looking for a move on Davis here. It's 3/10 in it. Back behind, we've got my boy Blue. It's 3/10 behind Debo. So there's plenty of battles going on here. Saldana is still in the pits. We've got McDonald in pits as well. There's been plenty of incidents so far in this race. We're only just over 5 minutes in it. Just back behind that group of cars, we've got Raymer, Figueroa and Medrano in a battle with Calico and Pena making their way up behind. At the front here, we've got Rivera all over the back of Baldera. Do like the look at the back of that Ferrari. That's Baldera in front. Rivera will be wanting to get by. He's got a good chance here. Looks like he's going to get... Oh, that was closer than it needed to be. And Baldara has lost that position. Rivera, quickest lap of the race. He gets that position made. We had Pena get by on Calicos. He's up into 15th. So we've got Debo looking for he's going to get up the inside of Wicks, so another position change. It's been a great battle at the back end of this top 10. As Rivera is just pulling away from Baldera now. Just have a quick look at some of these position changes. Anthony up 6, Davis up 5, Wicks up 7, Medrano down 6, Pena down 12, Ballard down 13, and we've got McDonald in the pit still. It's been an unfortunate start for some of these drivers. We'll go to the front of the field. Tranchese has got a good gap, just under 3 seconds to Cruz. Rivera has made half a second on Cruz, so we'll keep an eye on that battle. because I think this one's going to catch up pretty quickly here. Rivera was half a second quicker than the car in front on that previous lap. They're just coming up on the back of some lap traffic at this stage. Just checking some of the details for this one as Rivera goes quicker again. So that's fastest lap of the race, the 28.6. He's made good grounds on Cruz very quickly. That battle's going to heat up very, very soon. The gap to Tranghese is settled, so 2.5 seconds. Just jumping on with Raymer, so he's just been passed by Pena. Pena looks like he's going to get away from him a bit here. There's Tillery and my boy Blue. In a battle here. Calico, what has happened to him here? It's just getting back on track. Where has this done? So he's gone through turn 1. It's very easy to do, and that big contact with the fence. That's tough to watch. As we just jump on to Bo, Davis, Rocco, Wicks is not far behind either. As Medrano's just got by on Tillery. Oh, that's Bo running very deep. He's just lost ground to Davis. He's got Wicks just behind him. Rivera within a second of Cruz. And they're gaining a couple of tenths on Tranghese. Cruz and Rivera start battling. That gap at the front might extend. It already is. It's out to 3, 3.5. Cruz has had a moment, I think. We'll have a look here. What's happened? He's lost that position. This is at the chicane. Oh, he has. He's held on to it though, but he's lost the position. He was very lucky not to put that in the fence. So we've got a few. Car 14, Almeida. What's happened here? There's a few yellow flags that showed up at the same time then. Oh, there is contact. That's unfortunate for Saldana there. He had nowhere to go. And Almeida is just trying to hold on to that one. So the pit stop requirements in this race, there is one mandatory stop for tyres and fuel. And there is no pit window as Pena pits, so I'd say he's going to look for some clean air here and go hard through to the end of the race. Some good battles, and cars are catching up very quickly. And it looks like there's a bit of... just having a bit of a struggle to capitalise on some of these position changes. This is probably isn't the... oh, is he going to go for it? My boy Blue is running slightly deep. Medrano takes a lot of the curb. We've got Tillery just behind, waiting in the wings for something to go wrong. There's cars bouncing over the curb. My boy Blue's taken a lot on the entry to the second chicane. And he does go for it. Oh, he does get it done. It was pretty clean through there. There was no contact. Nothing showed up for me just then. That's pretty good racing there between those guys. It was well done. It's been very entertaining this. We're 15 minutes in. Have a look at the times between these two. It's only a tenth or so in it, and that gap has stayed about the same since Rivera made it into second place. So Tranghese just controlling the gap here. He's done a good job. Cruz has just dropped off. It's been a solid effort by Tranghese. It's Wicks and DeBow. This battle continues on. They've done a really good job, these guys. They've just gapped Medrano, my boy Blue, and Tillery. As car 15, that is Hart. He's had another drama. He's already a couple of laps down. What's happened to him here? We'll go back and have a look. This is on the entry to the second chicane. He's just... oh, he's grabbed the grass there. And that's turned him around. He wasn't able to get it stopped. And he's just done the right thing rather than trying to do a flick spin and get it back on the racing line. He's taken his time and got that around. For Tillery and my boy Blues, this battle's not over. Oh, this battle's continuing on. So Medrano has just got away from my boy Blue, and let's bring this up here. So Medrano is in the pro class. My boy Blue's going to need to be careful through the chicane. He doesn't want to take too much of that curb on the inside of the second apex. So track limits, be very careful of it. Just jump on with Rocco for the moment. So we have a look at the flash new dash for the Ferrari. Just jump on board with him for the rest of this lap. We'll jump back into the action because there has been some dramas while that has been going on. Looking for... We've had someone drop out. That's what's happened there. I'll have to go back. We have had one car drop out. Not too sure who it was. As Figuero has gone round at the first chicane and lost a couple of positions. That was the one that stood out to me. Who have we... Oh no, we've lost second place. Rivera. So that was Rivera who's disconnected. Oh, that's devastating. He was doing such a good job, and he has let Tranghese off the hook here. He's now got a 7.5 second gap back to Cruz. As Wicks just gets by a little bit of lapped traffic. Well, that puts a little bit of a dampener on the battle for the front of the field. That's very, very unfortunate. Uh, 39 minutes left, just coming up to the times, about the time where the pit stops will start thinking about strategy for the final half of this race. And there we go, Tillery's in. So Rocco's is caught right up to the back of Davis here. We'll have a go on board again with him here. And we'll have a look at the lap time comparison. The last lap, he was 4.5 tenths quicker than Davis, so that's brought that gap right down. Oh, a bit too much of the curb on exit there for Davis. Saw the car bounce like that. You don't really need that. He's done pretty well through second chicane. Oh, you don't want to run too much wider than that there, Rocco. You get the grass there. It'll fling you into the fence on the right-hand side. Got DeBow just behind these two. 2 seconds down. Three tenths in it between these two. So we've got Baldera has pitted. Raymer is in as well. So as I mentioned, pit stops are starting. This will shake up the leaderboard. Can't see there being too many position changes so far in amongst these pit stops. But as this goes on, so Pena after that, after his pit stop, he hasn't made a lot of ground. It was quite a lengthy pit stop, so he's obviously repaired some damage through that as well. It's car 15 as some dramas continuing on. It's the final turn. It's done that. Ballard has had a moment halfway through. Yeah, so they're We'll see if we can catch the back end of what's happened to Ballard. We'll have to go back here. Oh, that was with Pena. Oh, we've just caught the back of that one. As Ramos had a moment. See if we can get this incident here. We just caught the back of it. So that was between. Oh, that was unfortunate, that one. I think there's going to be a position change. It's going to be handed back. Yeah, I think Pena's done that. Or he's handed that position back. So that was Saldana and Pena as Rocco pits. Car 8, that's Jay Davis. He's had a moment at the second chicane. Can we get a replay of this one? Is he? I think he's around some cars that have pitted. Oh, big jump. That's what I was just saying a few laps earlier. Oh, I'm not sure if he kept that off the fence. Do you think he has? You take too much of that curb on the exit, it will bounce the car. That's what it's done, and that has turned him around. So Baldera's caught up to Figuera. He's the first of the cars that have pitted. It's a pretty straightforward pass there. Is that just behind? So Wicks is pitted here as well. We've got car 325 just behind, so that's Calico, who was just passed. He's a couple of laps down. It's a bit hard to tell who. And that's Figuero, who's just got past, so. So Tranghese continuing on, 33 minutes left. Gelson Cruz just behind, so these guys, the lap times, pretty similar lap times. And that gap, they've got 22 seconds back to Devon Anthony. Patrick DeBow and Davis. So as we have a look through, it's pretty tight in the predictions between Medrano, Davis, Rocco, my boy Blue. Oh, Figuero, he's had a moment here as well. What's happened to him? This will be on the exit. Is he grabbed the... Oh, he's just given it a bit too much right boot on the exit, and that's turned him around. Ian Hart, that's the first chicane. Yeah, he's done that one on his own. That's damage, big damage. All right, so more of the pit stops are occurring at the front of the field. Medrano, he's got 3/10 to Davis. These guys are yet to pit, so that was after that issue for Medrano. So DeBow is in. Cruz still sitting in the box. My boy Blue is just on his way in here. It's a tricky pit lane, this one. It does have this little dog leg through here. So who's... else is in pit lane here? Oh, so that's McDonald, who's just, I think he's not even in the box. I think he's just stopped in pit lane. Not too sure what's going on there. Cruz is on his way out. We'll just see where he should have about 3.5, 4 second gap to Baldera. Predicting Devon Anthony in 4th. He's yet to pit. Patrick DeBow, who's pitting at the moment. As DeBow heads out now. It's going to be pretty tight with... No, it won't be actually. He's going to... DeBow's going to have a good gap. Whereas Rocco is going to be in the next position. Going to be pretty tight between a few drivers. So Wicks has got a bit of a gap on my boy Blue. Gilson Cruz has run off somewhere, only slightly. Did throw up a yellow flag, so I'm not too sure where that was. I think it might have been out of the second chicane. So this is Jay Davis and Medrano. So this is over on track, 3rd and 4th. The prediction is that these two will come out in 5th and 6th. But it could be a bit tight with DeBow where these two are. It could be pretty tight between 5th, 6th and 7th. Oh, it's Ballard. Where is he? He's just outside of the screen. So Ballard hasn't pitted. He was in a pretty strong position. Grabbed too much curb, bounced the car, and as he's got on the throttle, you don't have too much grip as the car's bouncing. And he's just struggled to get that back around. So Baldera has caught up to the back of Cruz. What lap times are these? So Cruz hasn't set a time. So Cruz is on cold tyres on his out lap. And Wicks has gone round. Oh no. He's just backed into the back of my boy Blue. And that'll be big damage. See the... Oh, and that's another car that's gone out there. This isn't going to be fun to watch. Oh, that's... Yeah, his car's wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. So we'll watch this one from the helicam. So this is Ryan Wicks. Yeah, bounced on that curb, got on the throttle, and it spun him around. And he's just backed into him, put him in the fence. There's big damage there. There's quite a few cars going everywhere. And he's just put... And that's damage to... I'm not too sure who else that was. But that's carnage. We don't like seeing that. That's, feel for my boy Blue. And I'll have to have a look at who that Porsche was. Was it Cruz or Anthony? I think it might have been Anthony. So he's got damage there as well. You can see it on the front of the car. He had nowhere to go. As Jay Davis has caught up to the back of Rocco pretty quickly here. Actually, no, I apologise. Rocco has got by Davis. Davis His last lap was a 41.2, so he's dropped a lot of time. And we've got Ian Hart, who's around at that first chicane. Still waiting for Tranghese, Medrano and Anthony to pit. So top three after these pit stops are all sorted. Should be Tranghese, Cruz and Baldera very, very tight in their battle. We'll go follow this one on screen. We'll have Patrick DeBow in fourth, Medrano fifth. He's pitting now. Prediction is that he'll go back to fifth. Back behind him we've got Rocco and Devon Anthony like so. Oh, that's DeBow who's gone round. He's gone round at the chicane. So another car. It's another car that has been dealt with that blow, and that's Ryan Wicks who's going off as well somewhere. That was DeBow. He's had to make it off through the sand. Back behind him, I think that's it's not. That was Figueroa. Apologies for butchering his name. So Medrano still in the pits. Baldera and Cruz have gone through. Just ahead of them is some lap traffic. Try and work out who that is. That's Adam Ballard just ahead. There's been plenty of action through this part of the circuit. Ryan Wicks, something else happened to him just then. That's Pena just ahead of him. I think he's just got his damage sorted. Oh, he's just run off and he's going to end up in the fence here. Yeah, and I think he might have called it after that. Davis and Rocco, this is a hell of a battle between these two. It's been going on for quite a while. Very similar lap times. Their best lap time is very similar as well. Just have a quick look at the pit stop length for their previous stop, and Rocco lost out a couple of seconds to him. It's reasonably tight. Pena, you can see big damage he had to repair in his stop. Same with Saldana. Same with Ballard, Calico, Figueroa. It's about 40 seconds of damage that Pena had to fix at that stop. As Baldera and Cruz. Baldera showing the nose. This is the battle. Oh, we'll keep on top of this one. Oh, Rocco's had a moment here. Sorry to pull away from that battle. He's lost that position to Davis. I have a feeling. Yep. Grabbed too much curb. He's had to try and hold on to it. He's kept it off the fence. And he's lost that position. He's lost another position to Medrano. And he's got DeBow right behind him now. It's really hotted up between those four. Tranghese in the pits. What a stint from Tranghese. Managed to get that gap. And he's just controlled it. It's very unfortunate for Rivera. Got a car going relatively slow. Blue flags are being shown. They're getting out, well out of the way. That was Almeida. Devon Anthony's in as well. So the prediction is that Devon Anthony's going to come out just behind this particular battle. Oh, hold on to it there. That was Medrano's taking a lot of curb. So DeBow just looks like he's... Oh, you hear the tyre squeal there from Rocco, and they've both run wide. Oh, they're just following each other through. Devon Anthony's in the pit, so we'll just look to see where he comes out. It's 8-second gap between Cruz and Baldera. Baldera's just dropped off 3 seconds. Slowest. It's 2 seconds slower on that previous lap. Anthony is out. He's going to come out behind Rocco and behind DeBow, but it's going to be pretty close. Good job from DeBow there. And Devon Anthony, so there's a good job by these three to avoid contact with the car exiting pit lane. Trangizi's in. Is this a penalty? I have missed that. I'll find out in a second. It is. He's got a drive-through penalty. Oh, wow. What drama at this point of the race. It's done such a good job, and that little mistake. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. He's done nothing wrong all race up until that point. Oh, I might have praised him a bit too soon. A bit of commentator's curse. Apologies for that one. Trangizi has exited in third position. He's lost 30 seconds. He's still on the podium, but that is devastating. Oh, I feel for him there. We'll go back to this battle between Medrano and Davis. So Rocco's just dropped off 4 seconds. It might have been due to this. Those three cars pretty close on track there. And into the chicane. Has he got it done? Oh, there's contact. What from Davis and Medrano, and it's all going back behind there as well. As DeBow gets by on Rocco. Wow, so there's plenty of action going on there. So Medrano is still behind Davis. Oh, and he's just ran wide, so that's... Oh, sorry, that was a lap car. That was for Guerrero getting out of the way, I think. As back behind there... Oh, sorry, it was Almeida getting out of the way. We've got Ballard and Saldana in a pretty good battle here with the leaders coming through. That's Baldera, so that's probably why he's lost a bit of ground to Cruz. So 15 minutes left. So we have a look at the position deltas here. We've got Davis, the biggest mover, up 8 spots. We've got Pena, who's down 8 spots. Ballard, who's down 8 spots. And Tranghese, who's just I'm waiting for him to cross the line. 29.2, so that's 1.2 seconds quicker than the 2 cars ahead. So you can see how good a pace he's got, as Raymer has had a bit of a moment at turn 1 with a few battles going on behind him. I have a feeling that was Ballard, and Saldoni's just done that on his own. So have a look at Anthony and Rocco. So Rocco's just fallen behind slightly. DeBow, the leader of the silver class. Tillery, second in silver class, is running in 9th. Back behind this battle here as Ballard is pitting. And that's a drive-through for him. So that'll be for track limits. So that's what would have happened to Tranghese then as well. That's and I apologise. It's unfortunate that the penalties don't show up with this interface I'm using. So he's heading through. Just watch Anthony on the back of Rocco here. Oh, Rocco's struggling. He's missed the apex at 1. Look from this perspective what happens through here. He stayed off the curbs, it's good. Still taking probably a little bit too much on that second curb. Bouncing the cars a lot. There's another yellow flag thrown up for Almeida. He's stuck in the dirt. So we've lost a few drivers from this race. The highest profile one was Rivera with his disconnect from second place as he was catching Tranghese. And then my boy Blue, I think, has dropped out as well. That was after that incident at that chicane, which was very unfortunate. Nancy just can't quite get by Rocco here. He's showing the nose at a lot of places. And just to show how fast or how good his pace is, Tranghese set the fastest lap of the race in the previous lap. He's just matched that within a tenth on this lap. With 10 minutes left, he's brought that gap down to 11 seconds. So there's actually 2.3 seconds. Sorry, 1.3 seconds to Baldera and 2 seconds to Cruz. It's probably not enough time to catch up and make a move, but you never know what happens this late in a race. As in the second column in the leaderboard at the moment, that is the difference to their personal best on this lap. Tregezy is actually down. And that's Rocco. Again, Rocco's hit that curb, second chicane, and he's lost that position. Oh, it's unfortunate this late in the race for that to happen. And Tregezy goes quicker. Again, lowers the fastest lap. And he was 2 seconds quicker on that lap than Baldera ahead of him. It's 9 seconds in it. I suspect it's not enough. As Medrano and Davis are still in this particular battle. Oh, he's going. Oh, I thought he was going around again. Oh, see how much he's sliding around the back, coming out of the chicane. Medrano Davis. Oh, he's just run wide. Is this going to be it? Tregezy goes quicker again with a 28.3. It's 2.8 seconds on that lap. This is a great battle between these two. Davis holds on. It's not quite the place to make the move stick, as that's another moment and position change. Medrano's got by on Davis. He was waiting for the mistake, and there'd just been a couple there by Davis. He ran wide at the hairpin. He's just run a bit deep, and the car was unsettled heading into the chicane, and that's the pass done. Medrano is up into fourth. Baldera is just a bit quicker on that previous lap then. Tranghese is pushing pretty hard here. 5 minutes left. He can see him ahead. Nope, apologies, that is not. So there's a bit of lap traffic. And Tranghese's losing a little bit of time on this lap, but Zolder must have had an off track somewhere on that previous lap, because he did go quicker than his fastest lap, but it wasn't registered. So, and it's a 30.9 on this lap. Wait for Tranghese, he's just got by that lap traffic, 29.8, so still a second or so in that. He's got by on that lap traffic. So we just jump to the leader, Gelson Cruz. Oh, he grabbed a bit of curb himself then. Just see how much it unsettles the cars. Oh, he struggled to pull it up then. And I don't believe it. Why is Tranghese pitting now? What? Is this a stop? He is. He needed fuel. He was going to run out of fuel. Oh. Where's he? He's on his way now. Where's he going to come out? Rocco could get through as well here. He's out. And Rocco does get through. 2 laps to go. Tranghese needed to stop for fuel. After such a good first stint, this last 20 minutes has been an absolute horror for Tranghese. Drive-through penalty. And he was making up ground on Zolder. So that elevates Medrano to the podium. Davis just behind. DeBow, the leader of the silver class. Where is Gelson? So, yeah, 2 laps left, I suspect. Solid race from Cruz. He qualified in 3rd. It was solid through the first part of the race. Just wait to see how much time's left when he crosses the line. It'll Yeah, there will be another lap.
Okay, the leader is on the final lap now. Give it all you can.
There we go. We've got the notice. So the biggest mover in the race has been Jay Davis, who is up 8 spots. I think Trangizi made pretty light work of Rocco. We've got Baldera in second, Medrano in third. Jay Davis has dropped off to 6 seconds behind him. DeBow in 5th, Anthony 6th, Trangizi's, he's just had an off track. And he's got Rocco. Not too sure what's happening there. There's no penalty showing up. Trangizi's just slowed there for some reason. Not too sure what's going on there. As Cruz is actually just waiting for this replay to go away for the moment. But Cruz has actually finished the race. He's taken the win. Congratulations, Cruz. Baldera has crossed the line. Medrano is just about to. He's coming out of the last corner. So he's about to cross the line. Davis to come through in 4th. DeBow in 5th. Anthony 6th. Rocco's just coming through the chicane onto the front straight, and he'll come home in 8th. Sorry, in 7th. Tillery and Pena. It's a battle right to the end. Tillery will take 9th. 8th. 9th will be Pena. Trangizi is limping. He's going to limp across the line for some reason. He'll take out 10th. Saldana's already finished. Ballard, who will take home 12th. Raymar 13th. Fraguero in 14th. Almeida 15th. Hart will come home 16th. He's in the pit. So Almeida had a drive-through penalty. Ballard had a drive-through penalty. Trangizi had 2 drive-through penalties. And that was it for there. Big congratulations to Cruz on the win. Baldera in second and Medrano in third. We've got DeBow, who took out the silver class, and that race had plenty of action, that's for sure. It was good to get back into some broadcasting, and it's a privilege to do it for SFR as we look forward to next weekend. Enjoy your week, and I will see you for Friday night Northern Hemisphere and Saturday morning here down under. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you next week.